Well, it's a love story. It took place in the 60s. And for some stupid reason, Warner Brothers went with me. So I go off to make this movie, and she's just making my life miserable. She'd be late to these dance classes that we'd have together, and just would show up late to rehearsals, and really didn't like me being there. So pretty much every scene, I had to give her a kiss of some sorts. And she didn't really like that too much, right? So I did this one sequence when Steve Ruther, the producer, and Arnon Milchamp flew in on the Warner Brothers jet. And we got about 300 people roped off watching this scene. And she comes up to me and I give her this kiss, and she kind of goes, "Oh God, why do you gotta kiss me in every scene?" I said, "Look, I don't rhyme, I just act." We do take two. She goes, "Oh God, I really can't stand this." And let me just screen this real quick one time for you so you got a reference.
Checkmate.
Oh, not possible, not again.
Yeah, you shouldn't expose your queen like that. 2 moves ago, you could have had a draw.
What is it with you? You dress like shit and come down here and clip people?
You just dressed like shit.
Hey now!
Hey!
Hi.
How you doing?
I had to come see you.
God, I was ready to come bust in your door.
Well, I couldn't get out.
Shit, I can't lie. Come on, you can't have doing that to me.
I know, Rick. She's like really scared. I mean, my dad gone and all. She'll do something crazy. I know her.
Yeah, I was the one. See you Friday night. Don't worry about your mom.
So you hear these stories all the time, and it happens all the time. Officer and Gentleman, which is one of the greatest films ever, Deborah Winger and Richard Gere, they didn't get along at all, right? Well, the two of us just really did not get along. And so I give her this kiss the second take, and she just starts complaining again. And I lean into her ear, and I said, "Listen, you're making this the worst experience of my entire career." She steps back and screams at the top of her lungs, "Ah, don't say that to me, don't say that," and runs right through the middle of the producers and parts them like the Red Sea and jumps into her dressing room and slams the door. And I'm standing there in a light like this, just kind of do a little curtsy and shrug, you know. And they come up to me and they said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't think it's going to work out. You got to probably send me home because this is going to not turn out well." And they said, "Well, let's just take a minute here." And they took me aside and they said, we want you to finish the movie. We want you to do it." And I said, "Okay." So I made the commitment to myself in that moment. I said, "Look, Tommy, if you're going to kiss her, you got to grab that bitch by the back of her hair, cram your tongue down her throat as hard as you can." And that's what I did every single scene after that, man. You can watch that movie, and I saw it at the screen and thought it was going to be horrible. And I'll tell you what, it's one of the best movies I was ever in. I swear to God. Watch that night sometime, and you'll be like, these two hated each other, and it is passionate, it is hot, and it works. We'll play some music now, all right?